All right.
It's ASMR.
Yes. And unfortunately,
You did the category ASMR?
no, how do I do that? Oh, category, I see.
Yeah.
Category.
You gotta stream for at least 1 hour. Whoa, that looks so cool.
Did you see? Oh no! Oh, it changed the title. Let me.
You should just keep it on Far Cry. It
What do
looks
you mean?
cool. The water sounds.
Oh yeah, I know. Book. ASR. Oh, I forgot what I had put. What do you know what I put?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
What does it say?
Book reading,
Uh-huh.
and the divider,
Okay.
throne of glass, divider,
Uh,
relaxing water sounds,
okay.
divider, ASMR.
Okay. Mm, I don't know if I should put ASMR as the category. Are people watching a lot of ASMR right now or no?
I think there is. But there's like a lot of like corny ASMR.
Right now?
Yeah.
Hmm. Then I don't know if that should be our category. What about for like book reading and stuff like that?
Is there a category for that?
I don't know. Let me look it up. Book. Or maybe reading. Reading.
No, there's a terror reading. That's funny.
I don't know if I should put it as just okay. Look up books. Just books by itself. Is there anyone doing books?
No. Well, it's the Twitch book clubs and stuff, but not really.
Hmm.
Just do Far Cry. It's fine. As maybe if you have tagged it ASMR, and it's fine. Just tag it ASMR.
Look at it. Do I have a cool picture?
Like the beach.
No, the picture underneath the video where it says ASMR book reading Throne of Glass.
Wait, I don't know what picture you're taking.
It's fine.
It looks good.
All right. Let's start reading then.
Okay. I'll mute.
Why?
Because my voice won't be good. It'll be echoey.
Oh, I'll put you low. Is this still echoey?
No, I can't hear the echoey, but when we rewatch the stream, my voice is echoey.
But I'm gonna discuss with you.
Yeah, I'll unmute later. But when you're reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you also read with me and not go super fast?
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to you.
Okay.
You're so cute.
Okay. Do I start?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We're on chapter 9.
Maybe I should add that to the thing.
It's okay.
Throne of Glass. Chapter 9. Save that. Okay.
Okay, I'm reading.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Dang it, we lost a viewer because you said I love you.
I should have known they were thirsting after you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright. Selena stood before the rosewood... Oh, wait. Chapter 9. Selena stood before the rosewood mirror, smiling. She ran a hand down her gown. Seafoam white lace bloomed from the sweeping neckline, washing upon her breast from the powder green ocean of silk that made up the dress. A red sash covered the waist, forming an inverted peak that separated the bodice? Bodice? How do I say that? Do you know what that means?
I think like her waist or her torso. I think it's bodice.
Bodice?
I think. That's how I've been saying it in my head.
Bodice.
Or also...
Oh yeah, I liked the pronunciation, it's bodice.
Also, do you wanna read normally or whisper?
Whichever you want.
I think I want you to whisper.
Like full whisper?
No, soft talk.
I was not already doing that?
No.
Okay, tell me... This is good. Okay. A red sash covered the waist, forming an inverted peak that separated the bodice from the explosion of skirts beneath. Is that good?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Patterns of clear green beads were embroidered in whorls and vines across the whole of it, and bone-colored stitching stretched along the ribs. Tucked inside her bodice was the small makeshift hairpin dagger, though it poked mercilessly at her chest. She lifted her hands to touch her curled and pinned hair. She didn't know what she planned to do now that she was dressed, especially if she'd probably have to change before the competition started, but skirts rustled from the doorway and Selena raised her eyes in the reflection to see Philippa enter behind her. The assassin tried not to preen and failed miserably. It's such a pity you are who you are, Philippa, I'll say Philippa, said, turning Selena to face her. I wouldn't be surprised if you managed to ensnare some lord into marriage, maybe even his highness, if you were charming enough. She adjusted the green folds of Selena's dress before kneeling down to brush the assassin's ruby-colored slippers. Ah, we lost another viewer. Well, it seems rumor has already suggested that I overheard a girl saying that the crown prince brought me here to woo me. I thought the entire court knew about this stupid competition. Philippa rose. Whatever the rumors are, it'll all be forgotten in a week. Just you wait. Let him find a new woman he likes, and you'll vanish from the whisperings of the court. Selena straightened as Philippa fixed a straight curl. Oh, it's not meant as an offense, Poppet. Beautiful ladies are always associated with the crown prince. You should be flattered that you're attractive enough to be considered his lover. I'd rather not be seen that way at all. Better than as an assassin, I'd wager. She looked at Philippa and then laughed. Philippa shook her head. Your face is much more pretty when you smile. Girlish, even. Far better than that frown you always have. Yes, Selena admitted. Or Selena. You might be right. She made to sit down upon the mauve ottoman. Ah, Philippa said, and Selena froze, standing upright. You'll wrinkle the fabric. But my feet hurt in these shoes, she frowned pitifully. You can't intend for me to stand all day, even through my meals. Only until someone tells me how lovely you look. No one knows you're my servant. Oh, they know I've been assigned to the lover the prince brought to Rifthold. Selena chewed on her lip. Was it a good thing that no one knew who she truly was? What would her competition think? Perhaps a tunic and pants would have been better. Selena reached to move a curl that itched her cheek, and Philippa batted her hand away. You'll ruin your hair. The doors to her apartment slammed open, followed by an already familiar snarling and stomping about. She watched in the mirror as Kale appeared in the doorway, panting. Philippa curtsied. You, he began, then stopped as Selena faced him. His brows lowered as his eyes traveled along her body. His head cocked, and he opened his mouth as if to say something, but only shook his head and scowled. Upstairs, now. She curtsied, looking up at him beneath lowered lashes. Where, pray tell, are we going? Oh, don't simper at me. He grabbed her by the arm, guiding her out of the room. Captain Westfall, Philippa scolded. She'll trip on her dress, at least let her hold her skirts. She actually did trip on her dress, and her shoes cut into her heels quite terribly, but he would hear none of her objections as he dragged her into the hall. She smiled at the guards outside her door, and her smile burst into a grin at their exchanged approving glances. The captain's grip tightened until it hurt. Hurry, he said, we can't be late. Perhaps if you'd given me ample warning, I'd have dressed earlier, and you wouldn't have to drag me. It was hard to breathe with the corset crushing her ribs. As they hurried up a long staircase, she raised a hand to her hair to ensure that it hadn't fallen out. My mind was elsewhere. You were fortunate to be dressed, though I wish you'd worn something less frilly to see the king. The king? She was thankful that she hadn't yet eaten. Yes, the king. Did you think you wouldn't see him? The Crown Prince told you the competition was to start today. This meeting will mark the official beginning. The real work begins tomorrow. Her arms became heavy, and she forgot all about her aching feet and crushed ribs. In the garden, the queer, off-kilter clock tower began chiming the hour. They rushed to the top of the staircase and rushed down a long hallway. She couldn't breathe. Nauseated, she looked out the windows that lined the passage. The earth was far below, far, far below. They were in the glass edition. She didn't want to be there. She couldn't be in the glass cancel. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Because he just decided to see you now. He'd originally said this evening. Hopefully the other champions will be later than us. She felt like fainting. The king. When you enter, he said over his shoulder, stop where I stop. Bow low. When you raise your head, keep it high and stand straight. Don't look the king in the eye. Don't answer anything without your majesty attached. And do not, under any circumstance, talk back. he'll have you hanged if you don't please him. She had a terrible headache around her left temple. Everything was sickly and frail. They were so high up, so dangerously high. Cale stopped before rounding a corner. "You're pale." She had difficulty focusing on his face as she breathed in and out, in and out. She hated corsets, she hated the king, she hated glass castles. The days surrounding her capture and sentencing had been like a fever dream, but she could perfectly visualize her trial. The dark wood of the walls, the smoothness of the chair beneath her, the way her injuries still ached from the capture, and the terrible silence that had overtaken her body and soul. She had glanced at the king only once. It was enough to make her reckless, to wish for any punishment that would take her far from him, even a quick death. Selena. She blinked, her cheeks burning. Cale's features softened. "He's just a man, but a man you should treat with the respect his rank demands." He began walking with her again, slower. "This meeting is only to remind you and the other champions of why you're here, and what you're to do, and what you stand to gain. You're not on trial. You will not be tested today." They entered a long hallway, and she spied 4 guards posted before large glass doors at the other end. "Selena." He stopped a few feet from the guards. His eyes were rich, molten brown. "Yes." Her heartbeat steadied. "You look rather pretty today," was all he said, before the doors opened and they walked forward. Selena raised her chin as they entered the crowded room. End of chapter 4.
You did so good.
Did you like the ASMR?
Huh? Also, it's chapter 9.
I said chapter 4, didn't I?
Yeah. We've been stuck on chapter 4 forever, according to you.
End of chapter 9. Wait, did I say start of chapter 4?
No, you said chapter 9.
Oh.
But the other day you also said chapter 4.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot what it was for. Like, I think it was for, like, Goodreads when you were updating. I don't know what it was for, but you were like, we're on chapter 4 or something. But we were on chapter 7.
Right. Okay, let's discuss. Well, this chapter was pretty short. She just got dressed, went to the king, or before she just walked to the king. That was this whole...
Yeah, literally. Like, Cale is flirting with her.
No, after the whole encounter, she's gonna bring it up again, and he's like, "I only said that to make you more comfortable. I don't actually believe it."
That's true. But I think he does fancy her.
Well, of course he does, but he's not gonna say that right out loud.
You're too much.
Maybe I should have been reading this in a British accent this entire time. She saw the floor first, red marble, its white veins illuminated in the light of the sun, which slowly vanished as the opaque glass doors groaned shut. Chandeliers and torches hung all around. Her eyes darted from one side of the large crowded chamber to the next. There were no windows, just a wall of glass looking out into nothing but sky. No escape, save for the door behind her. I was just trying out one chapter. We're not going to do the entire thing.
It was good.
I don't know how to consistently do a British accent because sometimes it goes to Australian. To her left. Let's see. To her left, to her left, to her left, a fireplace occupied by most of the wall, and as Kale led her father into the room, Selena tried not to stare at the thing. It was a monstrous, shaped like a roar within. Oh, roaring fanged mouth, a blazing fire burning within. Okay.
You were able to make the category books.
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm going to end the stream. That was chapter 9. Just a real quick testing stream and reading stream. And I'll see all you dudes in the next video. Just kidding, that's Jacksepticeye's outro. How about... And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Sorry, that's Markiplier's. Or I could do dashies where he yells and it gets cut off, and that's his outro. Yes. End of broadcast. Nobody came to watch, but now we have this documented.
Yeah. I love that we have this documented.
Alright, stopping broadcast now.